Hey guys, it's Crystal. Today I'm going to be doing a video on your personal year numbers. I know we talked about life path numbers, but every year you also have a theme, a general theme for that year, and it goes chronologically from a number 1 year to a number 9 year, and then at the end of the 9 years you kind of evolve into this kind of new person. So that might be why, I don't know, I've always kind of felt and I've always kind of heard that every, around 9, 10 years or so, you feel yourself just kind of changed. You don't care about the same things. You want a new look, or you're just kind of going through different periods in your life and just a life change. So it's pretty easy to calculate. I made a different video that I'll post just on how to calculate it. If you don't want to watch that, you can do it yourself. It's just you add your month plus the day you were born plus the year that you're in, or whatever year you wanted to calculate. If you want to see if this works, or if this kind of like if you want to see what personal year you were in 2005 when you had your child, or if you want to see what personal year you were in when you got married, add it to that year. Or if you want to see what personal year you were in when you got a new job or you got a new house, whatever big life change happened to you, just add the month that you were born plus the day you were born plus whatever year you want to find out what year it was for you. And you'll be kind of surprised, I think, to realize, oh yeah, that's why I traveled a lot, or oh yeah, that was a really crappy year. A lot of change happened, or oh yeah, that's the year I met, my future husband, or that's the year that I, had my child, or whatever. Each year has a theme, and it's the same theme that number carries, but you'll be feeling it for the majority of the year until that energy of the next year is going to come in. And usually the year runs pretty strong until about September, October, like the fall of the year. You'll feel that personal year that you're in, that energy kind of dies off, and that new energy from the next year will come in. So you'll kind of feel like an overlapping energy. So if we talk about the personal years, they're just vibrations of the numbers, that we already know about. So a personal year 1, that's gonna bring in some new beginnings, a new job, a new house, a move. These are big, probably going to be big changes. A new way of thinking, learning a new skill, just having that itch. I mean, in January, you will feel the energy shift from the previous year. In January, you will just feel this energy to just do something new. Like maybe you don't even know what it is. You're just like, oh my God, I just feel like I just need to do something different with my life. And it might take you a couple months to figure it out. But anyways, a personal year 1 is all about new stuff, happening, bringing new stuff into your life. Maybe you meet new people, maybe you go to new places, maybe you get a different job, but it's all about experiencing new stuff. And if you know that ahead of time, like, okay, I'm in my 9 year now, but next year I'm going to be in my 1 year. So, I'm kind of already anticipating those changes happening. Okay. So it can be beneficial. Kind of gives you a heads up. And, so the 1 year is new beginnings. Then you go into about October-ish, fall time in the 1 year. You're going to feel that 2 energy coming on. The 2 energy is kind of like a slower energy. It's about cooperating with people. It's about diplomacy. It's about getting along and kind of, just getting that cooperation with somebody, with you and another person. It has a lot to do with the give and the take. Working closely with another person that's like-minded to achieve a goal. It's like that yin and yang energy. It's a very balanced. It's a feminine energy. Maybe if you're a mom, you might consider having another child, or something like that. It's very nurturing and motherly. It just has to do with love. Maybe you'll find a partner. If you've been single for a long time, it might be a year where you put yourself out there to get into a relationship. And if you're in a personal year too, you're already kind of projecting that energy into the universe. And so if you intentionally say, okay, this is the year, this is my 2 year, this is the year I'm going to meet somebody, I'm ready for it. You'd be surprised. I know, numerous people that have met, their significant other in the 2 year. So it's a good year for love and working together. Then you go from the 2 year, and then the next year is the 3 year. And the 3 year is like, okay, the 1 year you started some new stuff. The 2 year, maybe you were all about kind of not taking the back burner, but just kind of, you weren't up for a fight or a challenge. You were just kind of like, smoothing out differences, and just wanted to be cooperating with people. But your 3 year comes in, and your 3 year is all about, what can you create? What can you communicate? What do you need? What do you need from people? If you met somebody in your 2 year and everything was all lovey-dovey, maybe in your 3 year, it's like, okay, I love you, but, in your 3 year comes in, you're like, but I really can't stand this, about you. Or it's like you can really communicate. You almost can't hold it back what you need other people to do, or, your needs, your wants, emotional, what you emotionally desire, or what you feel is acceptable, what you feel is unacceptable. It's all about communication. And your 3 year is a year for creativity also. You might find yourself creating different things. You might have like an artistic side that year that you never really explored, maybe since your last 3 year. You might decorate. You might have an interest in, just creating a different feeling, a different space in your home. So that's the 3 year energy. It's fun. It's social. Like I said, you're communicating. So you're wanting to put yourself out there in different social settings, and just be around people. Just kind of have fun, because last year you were kind of working one-on-one. This year you're branching out, and you're wanting to have fun with groups of people. So it can be a fun year. But like I said, you have some emotional challenges, and hopefully you can communicate effectively what you need, what you don't need, and that type of thing, to make the most of your year. Then you go into your 4 year. Okay, so the 1 year was a fast moving year, lots of new things happening. The 2 energy comes in, kind of slows things down. The 3 energy, fast moving again, you're creating, you're socializing. Then the 4 year comes in, slows things down again. So it's kind of like you have that every other year. You'll have a fast moving year, then a slow moving year, then a fast moving year, then a slow moving year. And that's just the balance of the universe. That's just the balance of the energies. Can't be fast all the time, can't be slow all the time. So last year, 3 year, social, wanting to get out, put yourself out there. The 4 year comes in and says, okay, you had your fun last year. Now it's time to buckle down, get serious about your future, what you want. Put the pieces together now for what you want this next part of your life, your next 9-year cycle. What do you want that to look like? Do you want to lose weight? Do you want to save money? Do you want to pay off debt? Do you want to build something that's going to last a long time? A business or a house or whatever. It's all about structure. And, when you have structure and discipline and perseverance, you can achieve your goals. And the 4 energy will help you do that. If you're in credit card debt because in your 3-year you spent a bunch of money or whatever, in your 4-year, you're going to have that discipline to finally pay a good chunk of them off, if not all of them off. If you're a person that needs to lose weight and you've never been able to be disciplined enough to stick to a workout plan or a diet plan, your 4-year is just a slow energy. You're not going to want to do anything else other than accomplish your goals. So that's the time to do it. And that's why it's important to know, what year you're going in. Because you're gonna know, like, okay, maybe I do need to lose 20, 30 pounds. I really can't do it right now, but you have something to look forward to. You can know when this year is going to be a good year for you to do that, and it can give you something to look forward to. So 4-year is all about slow and steady progress. If you changed a job, or you're going back to school, something like that, or like I said, a diet or whatever, as long it can feel like it's taking you forever to accomplish this overall goal, but at the end of your 4-year, whatever you started in the beginning of it, by the end of it, you're going to be like, how did I even accomplish it? Because it felt like I was crawling through mud the whole year. It's just a very slow moving year, and it's just slow, confined, and structured and disciplined. And it can just feel like it drags on forever, but it's worth it. It's just to show you that whatever you can do, whatever you set your mind to, you can get through it. Just a year of hard work. There's just no other way to look at it. But then, like I said, that's a slow moving year. You get into your 5-year, and that's another fast moving year. You're not going to feel confined. I know when I was in my 4-year, I just felt like, and I'm a person that likes to shop and go to the store and do that type of thing. My 4-year came in, and it was like, I don't even have a desire to go to the store. What's wrong with me? I don't even have a desire to, and it's not like I spend a lot of money, but I didn't even have a desire to go into the store. It was like, I don't even need to do that. But then when the 5-year comes in January, it's like, oh, this whole rush of new energy just in a change just comes over you. And the 5 energy is all about change. It's all about, it's like a fast moving energy. You're going to be, either you're going to be traveling, like taking small little trips, or you're going to be planning a cruise, or you're going to be, planning a trip, because last year you didn't go anywhere. You stayed home, you saved, you worked hard. This year you're ready. You're ready to, whatever you got to do, whether you got to go camping, whether you're going to go on a cruise, a vacation of any kind, whatever it is, go see relatives, go drive somewhere, you're just going to be on the go because you didn't feel like doing any of that last year. Or maybe you didn't have the opportunity because you were working hard at doing, putting pieces together. But this year, you're going to feel like traveling. Now, the 5 energy, it has to do with fun and adventure, but it also has to do with change. And I mean like unexpected changes. Like I said in my other video, it's like the whole year you're just getting thrown these curveballs. It's kind of like little bits of drama, like something happens to you and you're telling your boss like, oh, I got rear-ended, or now I got the flu, or now my kid's sick, or now my relative's sick, or I don't know, just my basement flooded, whatever it is. It's just all about what can happen next, what can go wrong next. And that energy is in the 5 too. So like in the 4 year, there's not a lot going on and you get bored. But in that 5 year, it just flips it into high gear. So a lot of movement happening in this 5 year. You might feel like you're taking 2 steps forward and like 3 steps back. You might feel like I'm going to accomplish this, but you might be taking steps backwards because what you're wanting to do might get counteracted by an unfortunate event, or situation or whatever. So, travel when you can, even if it's like a small trip, you're gonna need it, because the next year is the 6 year. So about October-ish, fall time of the 5 year, you're gonna start feeling that 6 energy. And like we talked about the 6 life path, the 6 energy has to do with domestic issues of the home and family, responsibility, service to your family. So by January, you're going to hit the ground running with some type of probably domestic issue. Maybe it's a elderly relative that needs more help than they've needed before. Maybe your kids are relying on you more, either physically or emotionally, or maybe your home needs repairs. Anything that has to do with the home. But on the other side, you're gonna feel like creating a more homely space within your home. Maybe you want to redecorate. Maybe you want to get some more comforting colors in your house. That type of thing. So the 6 year you can create a lot of beautiful things within your home. Maybe you learn how to cook more, or you feel like you need to cook more. You have a desire to cook or clean or decorate, or be around your family more, entertain more. These are all themes of this 6 year. So on the positive end, it's just you're gonna be wanting to create your home and your family life, just like in this comforting, balanced way. But on the flip side, you're gonna be needed more. I can't tell you exactly who's gonna need you, but your close friends and your close family are going to rely on you, whether it's emotionally, whether it's you listening to them, their problems, or whether it's actual physical labor, service, whatever. That's what the 6 year has to do. Take care of yourself, because you're gonna be having to take care of other people. So don't forget about you. Okay, so then the 7 year comes in, and the 7 year is not really, it's not a fast year. That energy is going to come in. I just got out of my 6 year, just got into my 7 year, and that energy hit me like a ton of bricks. My 6 year was very busy, a lot of domestic issues, a lot of service to, elderly or sick relatives. And, that 7 year comes in, and the 7 energy is just very introverted and very much like I needed it. Like, it's like the universe knows what you need. Here you go, you just went for this whole year taking care of everybody else. And that 7 year comes in, and it's like, okay, we know you need this. You got to take care of yourself this year. You got to, whatever you got to do. You need nature, go hike, or, whatever you got to do. Travel, do whatever you got to do to take care of yourself. Yoga, meditation, make sure you're eating right. Make sure, you're exercising. whatever you like to read, whatever gets your mind, balanced and it's a reflective year. It's like, okay, here we just went through this whole, 6 year. How, what can I do differently? What do I need to let go, so that I can live my purpose? What things do I need to let go of? What people do I need to let go of? What beliefs do I need to let go of? What do I need to do so that this next 9-year cycle, I can feel like I've changed and that I've grown. So the 7-year is about growth. Okay. Just kind of taking care of yourself and just kind of repairing physically and mentally from that exhausting year before. Okay. Also planning, like it's a year for planning. It's also a year for expanding your spirituality. So I'm in my 7-year now, and I just decided one day, you know what? I got a lot of number stuff up in my head, and I feel like I need to get it out of my head. I was kind of having like anxiety. Like, here I have all this energy, because everything's energy. I've absorbed all this information. I can't just keep it in my head anymore. I can't just, I got to get it out. So that's why I was like this push inside of me to, make videos and tell other people about it. Maybe I can help them along my journey of how, I'm growing spiritually. Maybe I can, help somebody else. So you will find maybe in your 7-year that you kind of question your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs or lack thereof. And you might, I think one of my relatives, she went vegan in her 7-year. Actually, 2 of my relatives kind of went the vegan thing for their 7-year, because you're just wondering, like, there's more out there. Like, what is it that I don't know? What do I need to know? You want to learn more about your diet. You want to learn more about your beliefs. You want to uncover the truths. So the 7-year is a very philosophical, and it's an awakening. All year long, it's an awakening. And that is to prepare you. You want to shed all your layers in your 7-year of crap that you don't need and beliefs that you don't need, so that you can get down to the core. When you take all that crap away, you can get down to, the core of you and your purpose. And that is so in your 8-year, it's all about money and power. It's all about expanding your personal power. It's all about, you're coming out this kind of like metamorphosing into this kind of new person. And, you've done a lot of internal growth. And then so that in your 8-year, you can just be like new to the world, and you can be like, okay, this is the new me. This is the new refined me. I've done a lot of work on myself, and in your 8-year, it's all about power. You're selling yourself. You're selling what you can give to the world. What you can give to your job. And you will really get a hold on that personal power. In your 8-year, and hopefully that will benefit you financially and spiritually. So then you have your 9-year, and your 9-year is another slow year. I wouldn't say it's like a lazy year, but it's not like you're doing a lot of things. A lot of things are just being done around you. It's a year of endings. It's a year it's like, do I really want to live in this house? Do I really want to go through another 9 years in this house? No? Okay, let's sell the house. I really am not getting along with this person at work. And then you just kind of manifest them like, I'm releasing you. I'm releasing you. You don't need to be around me anymore. And maybe the universe takes either you away from them and puts you in a different job, or takes them away from you and puts them in a different job. So where, I mean, I've seen it happen where, people have just been people that you're no longer serving, or they're no longer serving you. The universe just says, okay, like you guys don't need to be around each other anymore. And so the 9-year is all about endings and conclusions and letting go. Let go of people that don't serve you. Let go of ideas that don't serve you. Places that don't serve you, jobs that don't serve you. Just let it go, because the universe cannot give anything to you when your hands are full. And if you're holding on to this crap that you don't need to hold on to, you ain't picking up anything good. You're going to carry that crap with you to the next 9 years. Chances are you already been holding on to it for 9 years because you're afraid to let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Don't be afraid to let it go. Let it go. It will be replaced with something even better. Okay? And even if you don't see it at first, it will benefit you in the long run, because it's all experience. If you're holding on to the same beliefs, the same, ideas, the same people, the same philosophies, same everything, if you're holding on to that stuff, how are you growing? How are you going to grow? If nothing challenges you, if you don't get scared, how are you growing? If you don't do things that scare you, how are you growing? You're not going to grow. You're just going to stay the same. And I'm sure that everybody out there knows at least one person that is terrified of change, like very regimented, whatever. And I know that you probably can see that those people aren't growing either. They're terrified of change. They think they can control everything. But guess what happens? When you are so scared of change that you are an absolute control freak about everything, something happens that you can't control, and it just rocks your world. It rocks your world. So this is what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense to try to control everything in your life, because we can't control everything in our life. We just can't. So let go of the things, really think in your head. When you're in that 9-year, you're going to be really thinking like, man, do I really want to be in this relationship? It's, it can be a time for divorces. It can be a time, also, kids graduating school. It's like, oh, my kids are going to be gone and leaving the nest. And here, that's ending. Like, this part of my life is ending, where I have to take care of kids in my house. Next year I'll be an empty nester, So it's not bad things. It's just that part of your life. This 9-year cycle is concluding. It's coming to an end, and you're going to feel that energy of, just it's probably going to be exhausting, because you're going to feel like things are getting, drained from you. But when you have to, because when you get into that 1 year, it's kind of like going from the 7-year to the 8-year. 7-year, you have to clean your closet out. You got to clean your spiritual closet out, so that in your 8-year, you're not taking any excess crap with you, so you can, manifest big things for yourself. You can be very successful. Same thing going from that 9-year to that 1 year. You have got to clean out your closet and let stuff go, so in that 1 year you can start all over and have many new beginnings and lots of success. So that's the personal years. I hope you got something good out of it.